Okay. I hate both of you. Like, seriously.
We here every Thursday on a Thursday, 8 p.m.
My shits are volume, dude.
I'm mad dirty. Wow. Do me a favor. Come close to me a little bit.
I'm on the edge of that. I can't slide over.
I had to get up too. What do you mean?
We here every Thursday on a Thursday, season 4, episode 29. Missing a compadre.
Compadre. Wow. I like that. Pretty good.
So
New nickname, Tone.
Compadre. That's gonna be the hashtag.
Wait, was that racist?
No.
Compadre?
How is that racist? Isn't that
Was he
French?
Spanish?
That doesn't make me racist.
Oh, wait, he's Samoan, so you're good. Never mind. Oh, we're good.
That's the hashtag this week. Do we know how to spell it?
Compadre. I'll look it up.
Anyways, it's season 4, episode 29, and it's Thursday, so
And
we're here.
It is Thursday. Good job. Should I repeat?
Hopefully Tom will be back next week. No.
Should I just repeat what
Wait,
you
so
said?
you're used to that?
Yeah.
Well, now that he left for 2 weeks, well, left for 1 week, now that he left for a week, now...
He didn't leave anything.
I didn't steal anything. Somebody has to do the job when the other person's not here to do it.
Touche, mon frere. But when he comes back, he gets like 3 clean weeks, though.
No, I'm going to be able to... No, I get to say it. That's it. I'll put my foot down. Tone, I love you, but...
Really?
If you even watched the show,
We'll do this
you're
for
not being honest.
We'll do this for afterthoughts. I don't know. I feel like you came in, you swooped in, and you said it's
I
mine. now.
did swoop in,
Ah.
but I need some. Like you two just
You
talk.
just talked the whole show.
Whatever.
Anyway, Daybreak 719 Undercover in the yellow colorway. I thought these were coming out with the initial drop of the Undercover Daybreaks, but apparently not. So the yellow color is actually not too bad. I don't know if I still the best color.
They're cool.
They're cool, pretty cool. Next up, Nike KD12 EYBL. It's
fire.
pronounced, I think it's eyeball. Eyeball? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's eyeball. I don't know.
Whatever, but they're far colorway.
Yeah, the colorway is clean.
If I liked KDs, I would definitely need them.
The color blocking is spectacular on this. I like the
just don't
peach.
Like the laces.
Do you like that peach? I like that
yeah,
peach
so the
also.
colorway is ridiculously fire. I like it.
Next up, we got Nike Air Max 200. I like this colorway as well.
This is the 200. Very nice.
Thoughts?
I'm looking at it. It's very nice.
I feel like, is that lavender inside
Yeah, I like
of the...
that. I was just looking at that. I like the lavender. I'm not a fan of all those colors together, but there's some parts of the shoe that I really like.
I'm a fan of all the colors together on this shoe. Not gonna lie to you. This is very clean.
Good for you.
Very clean. Next up, we got Size Official and Adidas Oswego, Lake Oswego. Very, very Susan-esque for me. If you guys are familiar, Air Max 1 Susans that came out. I feel like the theme of this is very Susan-esque. Lost, Link, whatever. But I do like the styling of this little illustration we got here. Colors look kind of
Nice
cool.
marketing.
These are Milton. Shout out Milton. Milton shot me the show this week. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't see a better picture of them, which is kind of annoying, or a real life picture of them. I can't tell what that is. It's just like an illustrate. Whatever. Anyway, colors clean. Next up, Adidas Supercourt RX in this Python. I'm just gonna keep moving right along. KITH Asics Gel Kayano 5.
I kind of
Oasis.
like these. Kind of like these.
Oasis.
I don't know if they're like stunners, but they're definitely shoes that I would like to have in my collection.
I forget who I was talking to, somebody on the DM, and they were like, if it was the 360 outsole like the Awake pair, I feel like they would have murdered this, and they could have did the blocking on the gel blocks to like coincide with the upper of the shoe, and it would have been fantastic.
He got his name on the shoe though.
I mean, why wouldn't he?
Just saying.
He's
Just
a
by
Ronnie.
I know, but on the side of the shoe.
Anyway, yeah, clean colorway. It's a good spring color, good summer color. Not mad at it. I just, you know,
I'm not.
we'll talk about it in afterthoughts. Next up, New Balance 996, another personal fave, OG in the, it looks like a split color kind of deal. So one's got a navy toe box or black toe box, the other's got a gray toe box.
Kind of reminds me of my Bespokes.
Very, very fire. If you guys are unfamiliar with the 996, that is like more of I don't know, for some reason that's like my athletic 900. Very, very fire though. Clean.
Yeah, fire.
I'm with these. These might
Tone, what do
be
you think?
my pick of the week.
What do you think, Tone? Oh, he's not here.
That's fucking rude. That's rude.
He likes New Balance.
Wow. Anyway, Reebok Interval 96 in 3 colors.
Fucking around.
You got a white and blue, azul, if you will, a white, navy, and green, a white, red, and blue. I mean, it's weird. Like very
That
RoboCop-esque.
makes me feel bad.
I mean, you're picking on the guy's not even here.
Because he's gonna come over and take the intro next time.
Good. It's his intro. Concepts in Versace chain reaction.
Damn.
These are derived from J-Lo's controversial dress from, what was it, the Music Awards?
From like 2001.
Whatever she wore, but I mean, clean. I'm with it. I don't know if I'm with the price
Reminds
point
me
though.
of Diddy. J-Lo Diddy period.
Well played. I don't know. The colorway is clean. The dress was fire, so I mean, the shoe.
I actually liked them, but I mean, I don't know if I'm spending $10.75 on those.
More like $1,200 after tax.
Yeah, New York tax.
Shit is real. Next up, you got Air Jordan 13 Lakers. If you're a fan of Perp.
I like the colorway a lot.
Hashtag Perp. There's a t-shirt that matches these if you're interested. Nike PG3 NASA Moon Landing. Like them.
I do like these. These
Like
are fire.
Not mad at this whatsoever.
And they're reflective. You know what that means. 3M.
And I mean, for some strange reason, I'm not a big fan of PGs, but like this just works.
Yeah,
for
like
me.
the materials look nice too.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Next up, you got Nike KD12 Cement Gray.
I mean, those aren't bad. But they're better than what the colorways they were doing.
I agree with you.
I still wouldn't count. I like the other ones better.
I like that it's not identical to Cement 3s
Yes.
in that aspect, but you know, it's where it came
I
from.
like it.
So I feel a type of way. Adidas EQT Gazelle, 2 colors.
So what do you mean waiting for
Do you like the shoe?
No.
I said the name
The
already.
colorways are cool, but I don't like it.
I said the name. You were like, oh. I lost my spot. I don't like that little side panel stuff that they got going on there. It's like fingers coming up the side of the shoe, but you already got 3 stripes, so why do you have those 3? It's weird. I don't know. I get the idea of it though, like that chunky blocking kind of feel, but I'm not with it. Pharrell Williams and Adidas Solar HU Glide in 4 colors. You got black, you got gray, you got white, and a sand color. It's almost like the first 4 colors of Yeezy. Remember they did Turtle Dove? Then what they do? Moon Rock? Turtle Dove, Moon Rock.
The tan joints.
No, Turtle Dove, Pirate Black, Moon Rock, and then the sand
The
joints.
tan joints.
Exactly what it reminds me of. Tan, whatever, Oxford tans.
Yeah.
It's a clean silhouette. I'm not. It's whatever. If you want like a pair of shoes to like go out in that have like a little bit of name on them, I guess you can get them. But the silhouette isn't like enough for me to be like, oh, I need that. Anyway, PUMA Space Explorer Pack will be the last of the weekend.
Actually, fire.
I like that black bear.
Me too, the black bear.
Black with the iridescent little PUMA action. What up, Amber Spur? Already know you're in there. Yeah. The other one's not bad. The like USA color, NASA silver.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like the
I like the black one.
black with that gradient on the midsole. I just noticed the speckle.
Yes.
From like blue to pink. Fire. Best drop of last weekend, once again, ringing it in, would be none of the above. Second close is the Nike Sketch to Shelf, so whatever, 32%. I'll keep putting it in there, don't worry. Stranger Things, with a proper 6%. Appreciate you for that.
Word.
Yeezy Lundmark 6%.
I think they got it right this week.
Like your style. You know what I'm saying? First off, we'll kick this off with Ronnie's Gel Kayano 5. A lot of comment section talk about Ronnie and the past, present, future, what's going on. Yeah. Thoughts, Kristen?
About what? About Ronnie?
Yeah, you know.
I don't know. It's not the same. How many times do I have to say it?
I figured today would be a good day to...
I'm not going to rip the dude apart.
I mean, why would you?
I mean, because that's what people do.
How could you?
But I will say he's gotten a little lazy.
Do you think it's lazy
Or he's letting other people do it?
style has changed?
Well, he likes to think that he's like leading the style change.
Huh. Okay.
So, if anything, he looks at it like the 3.1 that he put out, like it was before its time. Now look at the price. It was before its time. And people do like that shoe now. And it's like 5 years later.
Not
Dude,
5 years.
It was from
Was
year
it- was-
5.
was it
yes.
year 5?
This is, what is this, year 9 now?
Was year 5 the 25th? I'm
Yes.
like my time.
That was
frame
the
is
year
all
that I
fucked
got
up.
you got the 3.1, you purchased the 3.1, then you got the salmon toe 2.0s. It was the pink, it was the same, wasn't it the colorway? You have the pink one, don't you?
I have all of them.
Whatever, he came out, and then they came out with like the black and green pair, like when he came out with
The Super Green. The Super Green was the first one, wasn't it?
See, I know what I'm talking about.
The Super Green was the first one. They did that cuckoo choo.
But I'm saying the 3.1, and he was like, this is the only time they're gonna drop, and then they're gonna be capsuled, and
Yeah, we're never gonna see them ever again.
I mean, we haven't seen them.
You're right. Agreed. Anyway, listen.
I'm not sticking up for Ronnie.
It's tricky. It's tricky, especially if like you're a traditionalist when it comes to Ronnie. If you're like, yo, I love Ronnie for old school David Z days and beginning of KITH days, for the colors he was doing, the style he was doing, the difference in which he was coming out of the box.
For streetwear, he is in the right direction with materials and things like that.
Yes.
Like, you can't even take that away from him. Like, he does, but I don't know. He's different now. But everybody changes, and in life we change.
I think that as a society who loves runners, we let everything else slide in reference to Ronnie and KITH and what they've been doing, as far as the last Adidas that he did that was super basic. Even the Saucony that he did was kind of basic. Even the last soccer thing that he did was kind of basic. The Coca-Cola is a little out there, but not really. Like, everything that he's been doing, the Converse that he just did was just KITH all over it. Basic stuff. So
Maybe that's what he's...
when Asics showed up, you were kind of like, all right, let's see what is going to happen with Asics. And it's kind of like one of those things where you expect him to not be basic about it. Or maybe that's just how I feel, but I feel like that might be what's happening to everyone else also. You're like, all right, well,
it's a summer shoe, though.
we've gotten all this big, so were Mints, so were Coves. Like, realistically, I don't know. For me, like, I feel like I've been like, yo, you've been doing this for mad long. Let's switch it up a little bit, and and it's not bad.
I feel like when you've been around for he's been around for
Forever.
10 years.
Forever.
He's been around for 10 years because put David Z days in there. Like, of course he has to change and grow. He's not going to stick to his normal shape. That's as an artist. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's whack now.
But I mean, even Futura went back for linens. Like,
he'll be back. I feel like Ronnie will make a big comeback. I feel like he has it in him, but just not right now. Maybe he's waiting for that.
That was for you, Emerson Corrales, also, because his question was, what would take Ronnie back to his golden designs? If you know what I mean. KB
The
Hard
hunger.
Eyes. KB Hard Eyes. I don't know if you.
I've seen it. Thank you. The hunger.
5 days ago, by the way.
You need the hunger to be the best again. You need somebody to challenge you.
I feel like he's gonna have kids soon. He's definitely gonna have kids soon, and like that's gonna change maybe his visual perception of things, and then you'll see like maybe a spike in certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, but who knows? But
Well, why does he need to have kids to do that?
It's a different.
I know, but but if someone who's a designer, an artist, and things like that into art and creative, shouldn't take you having a kid to inspire you.
Listen, when you're your most creative, you're like depressed. When like you're angry and upset, like you're your most creative. Mm-hmm. Like emotions play a big part in your creativity, whether they're good or bad. So I mean, realistically,
I'm happy too.
When you're happy, it's like yay! I'm happy. I mean, Pharrell, happy or
KB.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, next up we'll go to David Blackmon. This is a text comment, so it's not from the comment section. So I noticed a lot of collectors, rather than chasing the newest releases, have really been bargain hunting. Sales for new and slightly older runner silhouettes. As you can look at New Balance and Saucony and see them trending toward offering more sneakers under 130 that are attractive, comfortable, yet still very cool. Do you guys think affordability is playing a bigger role in sneaker purchases this year? Yes and no.
For me, no.
I can answer that like wholeheartedly, yes or no.
For me, no. As personally, no.
I've been buying or putting on hold a lot more GRs per se.
I feel like I've just been not collecting as like I used to because I don't feel like anything is like worth what it's going for or worth copying.
Well, that's kind of what he's saying though. Like later last year.
I'm not bargain hunting.
I mean, but you could if you wanted to.
I know, but
someone sent me the Daniel Arsham, the first one that he did in the box. They're at I forgot what place they said, like some sale place for like $40 if you wanted to buy them.
That's cool.
So I mean, like you can bargain hunt like shoes that were going for mad money
I'm just
at first.
not shopping for shoes though.
Yeah, I
don't even look on StockX.
Well, it's not just you.
I'm just saying that's what I'm saying for me. No.
Right. I kind of gave up on the Grail status stuff. I mean, the only pair of shoes that like I really want that I'm probably not going to buy are Red Octobers. Like
the only pair I will never let you sell. I don't care. I'll jump in front of a car before you sell them.
What?
Those fucking Miami.
Whatever, dude. Like that stuff doesn't bother me. Like the Asics are really like the most important thing in my collection. Not gonna lie to you.
Really?
My Asics, yeah.
I thought Off-White maybe.
Not at all. The most important thing in my collection, the thing that I chased the most, were like Asics and Gelite 3s and some Ronnies. Yes, Ronnies were in there.
That was when you were most excited about sneakers.
But my last pair that I chased was the end of last year. So like I definitely understand that the community and society right now is chasing everything that's hot and new, but it's not a necessity. It's not so much chasing the shoe; they're chasing the idea of the shoe and like the acclaim that comes from it. I think so. I definitely think that the price point plays a larger role, and people who are more enthusiastic about shoes and seeing like what they're getting for the price over the hype shit. So, yes. Anyway, next up, you want to take Chester Cogsworth?
Sure. Toneless, talks without tone. Adidas and Kanye seem to have a hit on something with the regional release structure, and I think we may see more of it from other brands in the future. It would be great if it inspired more people to explore sneaker culture in communities around the world instead of just inflating resale prices. What are your thoughts, if any, on this release model? It's a soul world after all.
It's a soul world after all. The euphemisms are fantastic. So I get it. I understand it. I kind of like it too. But then you're creating a market for the shoe that's not in a specific area. So like the resale aspect is still there, but I also appreciate the range in which they're dropping these colors. Like he said it, what was it, 4 years ago? 3 years ago when they started with the easy shit? Like everybody's going to be able to have a pair. Like realistically, that's exactly what's happening. Like if you want a pair, sooner or later, you're going to be able to get a pair. It might not be the pair you want the most, but like you're going to have a pair of Yeezys, and it's not going to be at an astronomical price. It's going to be at a fair price, and it might not be reflective. It might be regular. It might not be the Asia pair. It might be the U.S. pair. But who gives a shit? Like you're getting a pair if you want the shoe, which is I think the most important part of it. I don't like that the pink pair was not here. I will say that, but I mean outside of that, sometimes you got to chase what you want.
What is going on?
Oh, I'll take the next one. Blaze Star. Been a while since he's been in the comment section. We used to get those little clips from Blaze Star on Twitter. Thank you. Anyway, moving along, we got Toneless for the hashtag. With Ronnie Fieg, his stuff used to just amaze me. Now I just be glancing at what's coming out from him and thinking nothing, or don't really feel anything. I felt nothing seeing the Asics sad times little slashy face. I feel like I should have jumped that up to when we were talking about the Ronnie thing. So I definitely agree with you on that. It's just like, okay, there's nothing really spectacular. What jiggled my bones? Awake. Awake got me hype. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that was like, oh, super fire. Like it.
Anyway.
You want the next one?
Iwaka Taye. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Toneless, your white lace gang. I like the RF Kayano 5, but hope there are more colors rather than mostly white. Since Asics is doing more collabos with smaller, newer luxe boutiques and brands. With other brands, what would you guys like to see?
Which other brands?
That's all.
They said with.
Oh, maybe I did.
Anyway, I don't know who I'd like to see Asics do other things with. Maybe Noah. I feel like Noah would be dope. I feel like I say Noah all the time. It's like low-key shit. Maybe something from SNS. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe smaller stores. Something like not in the wheelhouse that they normally do. Would like to see like some street artist graffiti style stuff.
Word.
Hint, hint. Message. But I mean, it just depends who it is, and if they give them the freedom to do some crazy shit. Like the Vivienne Westwood shits were fire. The colorway was dope. They were out of the box. They're doing a Saga next, and it's really basic, but the idea behind it's kind of fire. I like the Cathedral. I forget what. If it's St. Michael, or on the outsole is icy, and you can see it, and the symbol for, or the moniker for Vivienne Westwood is on the back of the heel. It's white though. It's basic, but it's just a Saga, so I was super hyped. Anyway. Next up, we got Shonuff 808. Hashtag Thomas. I gotta say, KB had that energy today. Is it me, or does it seem like Nike's been running out of dope ideas for sneakers recently? A lot of their latest and upcoming releases look too try-hard, like they're reaching. Show more, show less. 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. It's not in a good direction.
I mean, they're definitely reaching.
Some things they hit, and most of the time it's misses.
I feel like they have to trend down at some point. Like they have to release off the throttle and let, like, when Yeezy first like popped up and Boost first popped up, like Nike really let off the throttle and they had time to regroup and replan and redo shit. I mean, they were still selling. It wasn't like they were like lost in the woods. They were still doing shit, but you know, it was few and far between. They haven't let off the throttle since, what are we in 19? Probably since like 17. Like they've just been like hardcore going. And at some point, like it's gonna wither away because it's too much, too fast for too long. Like it's just not gonna work out for them. So yeah, I definitely think everything is like a reach for them, kind of like the Susan was a reach. I think a lot of the NASA stuff like is kind of reachy. I think the Daybreak stuff with Undercover and how many shoes they put out after the what are they called? Right there, the Sakai's. Like I feel like everything is kind of like do a shoe that's kind of fire or kind of dope that gets a little buzz and then run that shit to the ground. And like that's really what they've been doing with everything. So yeah, they definitely need to pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, word. Travis, toneless. Does the V2 releasing in reflective and non-reflective and the resale prices associated to each expose all the hype collectors? I just really can't believe some people are buying one or the other just because it's reflective. No offense, I just can't believe that gimmick worked. Show less. Well, I really like 3M. I just really like 3M, like on everything. So that's why reflective excites me, but I didn't get any of them. So.
I 1000% visualized what you were saying when you wrote this comment. I was like, I feel you on that.
You see the reflective in the light.
Yeah, but like you can tell like somebody who was like, yo, I'm gonna chase the reflective, but fuck the GR pair. Like, what is it? What's the difference? Like, what? Because it shines a little bit. Like, for someone who wears reflective all the time, for me to see you in it's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? But for me to see some dude that doesn't really do much or doesn't really like shoes chasing a reflective pair because it's reflective and the resale is higher and they paid more to get it, exposes them. I completely 1000% agree with you. I also thought to myself, like, social media has created a presence and larger roles for people who might not have been popular 10, 15 years ago. So, like, you have a lot more, like, C-list celebrities, B-list celebrities, and A-list celebrities that are trying to, like, stay relevant, and they think that wearing these things, like, make them relevant.
Yeah, then they wear fake shit, too,
yes.
Which is pretty funny.
So like, that's, like, a larger reason why a lot of these shoes go for more money, because there's more people thinking that, like, it's worth buying that hype to be in a certain visual representation. So,
Word.
Fuck those people.
Good wording.
Next up we got...
Representation.
Yeah. Next up we got Molly Mall, #toneless. Forgot to drop a comment last week, slap in the face. Have to comment right away from now on. That being said, a lot of chatter about the lack of diversity within major shoe brands. What can be done to break the glass ceiling in your opinion? Show more.
Get rid of social media.
No, I think it has to do with the hiring process. This is the same as the government. Like, the people who are in, the powers that be in these places like Nike, like Adidas, like PUMA, like they're the people that have been there forever. And nepotism is a real thing, so a lot of people get their jobs because of family and whatever the situation is, and they might not deserve to be there. That being said, like Nike, but Nike does a good job in Portland of putting a lot of diverse people in places, maybe not the powerful places, if that makes sense. So, like, you might have a whole bunch of, like, diverse people designing some shit, but the people who are giving the check are like, I don't know if I like this design. So, like, it's diverse in one place and not the other. So, like, you really got to shake shit up. You got to, like, put everybody's name in a hat, shake that motherfucker up, and pull out a name, and whoever gets that job, as long as it's all qualified people. You can't just throw your friends and family in that hat and be like, okay, you get the job. Like, if we're talking about Nike lifestyle, somebody from Nike tennis or a tennis superstar because she's been with Nike for 300 years or he's been with Nike for 300 years deserves that position. Like, that's really what has to change. Just have an electoral fucking thing in there. Anyway, next up we got, you want to take Boston's Best?
President. Toneless, great show as usual. It makes me happy watching this every Thursday. Anyhow, how did you feel about the collabos of late? I feel like creativity and storytelling has been lost. The ESRUC aside, what the fuck?
That's the New Balance, that concept did, the pink one.
Okay, aside because the story was well executed. But which shops should start doing more or less? How do we go back to the 2010, 2015, when collabos were all created from shops? I mean, honestly, I don't think it'll ever go back. I think it maybe can turn into something and become something else, is maybe just as good, but things don't really all go back to the way they were when it started.
In retrospect, or to devil's advocate the shit out of that, like, I think everybody just needs to pump the fucking brakes. Like, every week there's something coming out from Nike, from Adidas. There's collaborations from Nike and Adidas.
But they're not going to stop.
I get that, but like, he's asking, what do you think could be done? Like, I feel like if everybody pumps the brakes and they decide to deliberate, like, put more effort and thought into shit and not chase the dragon. What was that? Is that what it's called?
Right.
Whatever. They're like chasing that hype. They're chasing that dollar every week, and they're trying to keep up with one another. Like, what's going to happen is you're going to just run. You're all going to run out of material. You're all going to run out of ideas. And like the one person, like, I'll state it again, Angelo from Awake. Like, it's 1 in a million that's going to happen for like this year, I think, as far as collabs go. If it's not like a Travis Scott type of deal where there's mad hype behind it, but like that wasn't a super hype thing. There was 80 people outside, if that. And it'd be like, for me personally, like, that's what I embody more than the super hype shit. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they need to just pull the fuck back. And you're biased about the concept thing. It was a dope colorway, but chill the fuck out, all right? Next up, we got James Kravitz, shout out to in January, hashtag #toneless. Do you guys think if the stream of bad press surrounding Nike and Adidas continues, that it would be enough to drive the market to start looking at smaller brands as the new go-to for their daily sneaker rotation purchases? That certainly would push the market in the direction of quality, quotation marks, and force consumers to start thinking more critically about the physical shoe that they're buying and less about the hype surrounding it. Is hype gonna die? Never, but you see what I'm saying in terms of that. Hashtag show less 5 days ago.
I think people still, like, kids still like Nike. It's not I don't think it can affect the market, but not, like, kill Nike.
What was that Wall Street thing they did? Remember when they, like, protested Wall Street and they were all, like, downtown? Do you remember that?
I think it would have to take something like that for Nike to change.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely needs to be one of those, like, pivotal moments in, like,
history
for people to be like, well, we're not gonna fuck with them anymore. Like, you know, look at Gucci. Like, they were like, oh no, Gucci, they did blackface. We're never gonna wear them again. Still wearing Gucci. Like, it has to be like one of those massive, monumental situations where across the globe people are outraged by what's going on. And I think at this point, the way social media works is you have like a group that's hates everything, and then you have the group that like counter argues that. So you're never going to have that unity across the board. So whatever. But I do get what you're saying about the smaller brands. I'm going to bring up Awake one more time, third time this episode. But that's one of like the smaller brands that like do a lot of things. Even Eric Emanuel is a smaller brand, well, another Queens dude that does shorts. Adidas Collab has like mad shit coming out, does different drops every other week, and he has like his own thing going on in their basketball shorts. So like, it's the embodiment of like doing something different and making it your own that makes it dope to me. Even though like I don't own a pair of his shorts, they're fire. Like I just haven't really gone
Just
after
be
it like
authentic. You get a lot further.
I definitely embody the idea of like the smaller shops taking a name, but it just has to be well executed. It has to be well done. It has to be well accepted. Anyway.
Sneaker battle, Mike 1.
I'm going to put a none of the above. Somebody asked about that. I forgot who it was. Who asked? Somebody was like, could you add a none of the above to the sneaker battle? I'm going to do it just for you.
I don't read the comments anymore.
Wow, it's rude.
Listen.
I have to read them.
I know, you pick all the ones that you want to answer.
Well, if you read the comments, you pick the ones you want to answer too. Speaking of concepts, we got Firecracker joints from a couple years back, 575.
Fire.
Great little colorway. Yeah. Whew. He is.
Your hype girl.
Give me the iPad.
Your hype girl is here with the.
You want to get a little closer?
It's not going to come up. It's green.
Bro, back up. Look at the screen on the right side. Do you
It's
see?
an off-white fucking Air Force One.
Alright, calm down.
In fucking Vault.
Fucking bulk, man. Hashtag for next week is going to be Compadre. We're doing Compadre? Compadre. Hashtag Compadre with your comment for next week if you want to shout out like these people are about to get right now for using hashtag #toneless last week. Kicking it off, we got E Park. Shout out E Park. Doesn't comment much, but long-time viewer. Appreciate you. Read your joint. That was fire. Chester Cogsworth, Amber Spur, Earl Hunting, Brandon R. Martin, Ernest Mariano. Good shit. Blaze Star. Shout out Blaze Star. Ikawa Tai. Michael Jenkins. Showing up 808. Tones Giblets. T. Travis. Black Thunder. B-Boy Batak. Impalpable State. Even though you're not alive, I got you, kid. Froggy32, John Passarella, shout out J-Paz. Congrats, by the way. Logan J. Baez, K22 shit. I'm Gucci, and Jordan 2394, 5 Bulls. And also, we got St. Gasol, as always.
KB choreographer for the year.
Shout out KB for winning choreographer of the year at your nationals.
Yeah.
Fire. I think we're done here. You got anything else? Don't forget comment section. Shout out Tone.
Tone, we miss you. Come
Enjoy
back
your
next
vacay,
week,
buddy.
please.
Catch you later. Peace. I feel like I'm gonna fall off this chair. David Blackmon.
Oh, I couldn't beat the heat.
Bye bye.